Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel Coin Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today we're diving into the exciting world of US quarters. And not just any quarters, we're talking about four of the most valuable quarter dollar coins ever discovered in the United States. These coins are rare, surprising, and some of them are worth more than a luxury car. Whether you collect coins, search through pocket change, or just enjoy learning about rare money, this video will show you exactly which dates, mint marks, and hidden errors you need to look for. One of these quarters recently sold for thousands, and another is considered one of the holy grails of modern coin collecting. So grab your coin jar, check your change, and let's uncover the four US quarters that could make you big money today. Let's get started. First up, today we dive deep into the fascinating world of US coinage and uncover the hidden value of the 1970 quarter dollar of the United States of America. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary Washington quarter, but variations, condition factors, mint striking characteristics, and rare mint error types can turn this simple 25-cent piece into a valuable treasure. If you have a 1970 quarter lying in a drawer inside an old jar or tucked away in a forgotten coin collection, make sure to watch this entire video, because you might be holding something worth far more than face value. The 1970 quarter was minted at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark on the obverse. While it was produced in large quantities, tens of millions, certain specimens stand out because of their superior strike quality, high grade preservation, die varieties, and highly collectible mint errors. Regular circulated examples are common, but high mint state grades, especially MS65, MS66, and MS267, are where serious value begins to appear. Collectors are always hunting for clean surfaces, strong details, sharp rims, and minimal abrasions from this year. When it comes to value, most circulated 1970 quarters range from 25 cents to $2 depending on condition, but the real excitement begins with mint state examples. A well-preserved MS65 coin can sell in the $20 to $35 range, while extremely high-grade MS266 examples may reach $80 to $120 depending on the market. Ultra-high-grade MS67 pieces, which are very rare, have sold for hundreds of dollars, with some exceptional coins reaching even higher due to their scarcity in top condition. Collectors also pay premium prices for major mint errors from 1970, which are always in demand. Examples include off-center strikes, double die versus clipped plankets, broad strikes, wrong planchet strikes, die cracks, die breaks, and missing mint mark anomalies. Some error coins from 1970 have been reported selling for $200 to $700, depending on the rarity and visual impact of the error. The more dramatic and eye-catching the error, the higher the value in today's coin collecting marketplace. Another important category is the full strike and full details specimens. A perfectly struck 1970 quarter showing crisp hairline, strong lettering, bold eagle feathers, smooth fields, and unblemished rims will always attract grading services and collectors. These coins represent only a tiny fraction of the total mintage and can sell at premium prices when submitted to PCGS or NGC. Slabbed and certified examples with high grades continue to rise in value as more collectors pursue top quality Washington quarters from the late 20th century. For those unfamiliar with the composition, the 1970 quarter is made of 75% copper and 25% nickel, with a copper core visible on the coin's edge, although it does not contain silver. Collectors appreciate the year due to its stable mint quality and attractive eye appeal, luster, toning, and natural patina can further increase a coin's desirability. Brilliant uncirculated coins with strong card-wheel shine or beautifully rainbow-toned examples often bring higher prices at online auctions and coin shows. From a historical perspective, the 1970s marked an important era for U.S. coinage as production surged to meet national demand. The Denver Mint, in particular, played a huge role in circulating coinage across the western states. The 1970 quarter reflects this era of growth, and collectors view high-quality pieces as a representation of mid-20th century American minting. Many enthusiasts attempt to complete day-10 mint mark sets, and high-grade 1970 specimens are essential for building competitive Washington quarter collections. If you're searching for valuable 1970 quarters, focus on rolls, old collections, and family stashes. Look for strong details, minimal where error features unusual rims, doubled lettering, or anything that appears out of the ordinary using a magnifying lens or coin microscope greatly increases your chance of spotting an overlooked gem. Many collectors have found high-grade coins in unsearched rolls or inherited coin jars, proving that treasures still exist in everyday finds. Now, before we reveal even more exciting coin videos and value guides, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on all notifications so you never miss valuable coin collecting information we post. PRMIU and quality videos covering US, Canadian, British, Australian, Saudi, and many other world coins, helping you identify which coins in your pocket could be worth serious money. Your support helps us continue bringing long, detailed, high-quality scripts just like this one. In conclusion, the 1970 quarter dollar might seem ordinary, but it holds surprising value for those who know what to look for. Circulated coins are common, but mint state and error coins can reach tens or even hundreds of dollars. Whether you're searching through old coin rolls or building a certified collection, this year remains an exciting and rewarding part of the Washington Quarter series. Stay tuned for more videos, more coin values, and more hidden treasures that could be waiting right inside your own home. Next up today, we're doing a full deep dive into the 1970 Washington Quarter. I'll explain where it came from, why it was minted the way it was, what D means, how many were made, and why most examples you'll see are common, but also where the interesting exceptions hide. We'll cover varieties and die errors, walk through grading from good to mint state, talk realistic values for every grade, and finish with hands-on advice for buying, selling, and protecting these coins. Think of this as a complete field guide to the 1970 quarter, suitable if you're hunting through pocket change, cleaning out a relative's estate, or planning to buy a high-grade specimen. I'll be specific about what to look for under magnification, how to spot common problems like circulation, marks, and cleaning, and which tiny details can move value from a few cents to a few $100 in rare cases. To understand any coin's value, context is everything. The Washington Quarter design dates back to 1932. By 1974, the design was well established and the mint was producing quarters for everyday commerce in large numbers. The D mint mark tells you that particular piece came from the Denver Mint. In the early 1970s, the U.S. quarter was a clad coin, sandwich layers of copper and nickel over a copper core. So the 1970 is not silver. That's important because silver content often affects intrinsic metal value and collector interest. The mid-1970s were a high output period for circulating coinage, so mintages were large and most surviving pieces are moderately worn. That doesn't mean there isn't anything interesting. Every large run date has high-grade survivors and occasional striking anomalies that attract collectors. We'll go through the standard mintage and survival patterns, and why most value is driven by grade and eye appeal rather than metal content. 1970 for quarters were struck in the tens of millions across the Philadelphia and Denver mints. No mint mark at Philadelphia until 1980 for quarters, and P was used for proofs later, and Denver produced a substantial share. When a coin is described as common, it means plentiful in the marketplace, seen at coin shops, in circulation, and in bulk coin lots. That availability drives base values down. Most circulated 1970 quarters are worth face value or modest premiums at coin shops. However, what separates a common date from a collectible one is condition. Uncirculated, near gem, and gem mint state examples are scarce relative to the huge number struck, and they command premium prices. Also, when we talk about survival, remember that many coins get damaged, cleaned, or bag marked, so raw mint state pieces with original luster are less common than you might assume. Even common dates can host intriguing varieties. For 1970 Washington quarters, collectors look for doubling, strong or weak. Repunched mint marks are P mis on the D and die cracks or cuds that occurred in production. There are also strike differences, off-center strikes, broad strike examples, and weakly struck specimens, each of which can affect value if the error is significant. A small area of hub doubling or a faint die crack might be interesting, but won't necessarily make a coin valuable unless it's clear and well documented. I'll walk you through how to examine your coin under 5x-10x magnification, where to inspect for RP mis on the mint mark, how to spot obliterating circulation versus a true doubling, and why provenance or photographic documentation can raise beer confidence for unusual pieces. Grading is the single biggest driver of value for modern era coins. Coins are graded along the standard numeric scale from 1 to 70, and for quarters like the 197 for D there are 3 practical tiers most people should know. Circulated details, worn surfaces often scratched. AU, MS about uncirculated some contact marks but strong devices, and luster and gem, MS exceptionally. Preserved minimal marks, blazing original luster. Key visual clues, hairlines or bag marks. On the high points, the quality of the rims and fields, and whether the luster is original or the coin has been cleaned. Cleaning is a common value killer for modern coins, even well executed. Cleaning drastically reduces market value among collectors because it alters surface chemistry and eye appeal. I'll give you a checklist to grade at home. Look at Liberty's hair on Washington's head, the eagle's feathers and breast, the rim integrity and the fields for micro marks. Now the numbers, but keep in mind markets change, so treat these as realistic ranges rather than promises. For a typical circulated 197 for D quarter, you'll most often see face value to a couple of dollars at retail. NISO examples can command modest premiums. Uncirculated mint state coins MS60 MS63 bring stronger premiums, and gem examples MS65 plus are progressively rarer and more valuable. Error coins with dramatic, well-documented strikes can exceed these ranges by a lot, but there are exceptions. I won't promise a get-rich-quick windfall. Most collectors end up appreciating how condition and documentation affect final sale price. If you're wondering whether to submit a high-grade example to a third-party grading service, weigh the potential value uplift from a certified MS66 plus grade against submission fees and potential market demand. If you find a coin you think might be a high grade or error piece, authentication is the next step. Third-party grading services PCGS, NGC, NX, etc. provide expert authentication and a numeric grade sealed in a tamper-evident holder, which can materially improve resale liquidity and price. Submission isn't free. There are fees and turnaround times, and you should take good photos and document provenance before sending. For modern coins, graders pay close attention to original luster, surface preservation, and any cleaning or alterations. If your piece has a suspected variety or dramatic error, consider getting an attribution or opinion from a variety specialist before submitting, because specific attributions can affect the holder designation and value. I'll describe how to package coins safely for mailing and how to choose a service level that fits the expected value, whether you're building a set or selling an inherited lot. Safety matters when buying. Prefer reputable dealers with feedback. Ask for high resolution photos of both obverse and reverse, and inquire about return policies. Beware of overgraded slab coins. Sometimes holders are altered or the coins are misrepresented when selling. Photograph coins well, list condition honestly, and consider getting key pieces slabbed to improve beer confidence. For lower value pieces, local coin shops, online marketplaces, and coin shows all work, but fees and offers vary widely. Expect dealers to discount from collector prices because they need margin to resell. I'll give scripts for negotiating and sample questions to ask a dealer that reveal whether they're knowledgeable or just offering face value buybacks. Once you have valuable coins, protect them. Keep coins in inert holders. Mylar flips, archival tutus, or graded slabs. Avoid PVC plastics that cause chemical damage and store in a low humidity, stable temperature environment. Handle by the edges with cotton gloves or with clean, dry hands to avoid oils and fingerprints. For display, use trays or capsules that prevent contact and scratching. Avoid polishing or cleaning. It's almost never worth it because market buyers prefer original surfaces. If you must remove debris, consult a conservator or follow strictly conservative mechanical cleaning, not chemical, and document any treatment. Proper storage preserves both collector value and resaleability, especially for coins that are already high grade. To wrap up, the 197 for D Washington quarter is an accessible entry point to the hobby. Most examples are common, but the thrill is in hunting for high grades, attractive surfaces, and authentic errors, varieties. Build a collecting plan. Decide whether you want circulated bargains, a high-grade set, or to specialize in errors and varieties. Use magnification and reference guides frequently. Join online communities and local clubs to learn identifications and market trends, and always document provenance for higher value pieces. If you found this video useful, please subscribe, like the video, and leave a comment. with your favorite coin find aisle. Highlight interesting reader finds in future episodes. Thanks for watching and happy hunting. Check your pocket change because you never know where the next gem might be hiding. Next up in today's video, we take a deep dive into the 1978 $quarter coin of the United States of America, classic Washington quarter that many people still find in circulation today. This coin may appear common, but certain examples, especially high-grade mint state pieces, and ones with special errors, can be surprisingly valuable whether you're a beginner in coin collecting or a seasoned numismatist. Understanding the details of this 46-year-old coin can help you spot hidden gems that others overlook, so sit tight as we explore history, minting details, values, errors, grading, and collector insights. The 1978 Washington quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan. It was struck in a copper-nickel clad composition, unlike older silver quarters from before 1965. The obverse shows Washington's bust facing left with the inscriptions, "Liberty in God We Trust," and the date 1978. At the bottom, this year of production, included to mint facilities Philadelphia, No Mint Mark, and Denver D, producing millions of quarters for circulation. Even though the mintage numbers were high, quality varies, and pristine mint state coins are where the true value lies. On the reverse side, the design features an eagle with spread wings perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches, symbolizing peace below. The inscriptions include United States of America, e pluribus unum, and $quarter. While the design remained consistent for decades, the 1978 issue is known for showing noticeable strike weakness on many coins, which makes sharply struck examples more valuable. Collectors often search for details in the eagle's feathers, Washington's hair curls, and rim clarity to determine grade and worth. Let's talk mintages. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 521 million quarters in 1978, while the Denver Mint struck over 287 million pieces with a combined mintage of over 800 million. The coin is not rare in circulated condition. However, when it comes to investment-worthy pieces, especially those graded MS66, MS67 or higher, population numbers drop dramatically. Only a tiny fraction survive in pristine condition, making high-grade coins much more desirable and valuable in today's collectible market. Now let's discuss value. A circulated 1978 quarter is typically worth its face value of 25 cents, maybe 30 cents to $1 if it's in very nice condition, but uncirculated coins tell a different story. A 1978 Philadelphia quarter graded MS65 can sell for around $20, $35, while an MS66 example can reach $75, $120. The Denver version is similar, and some top-graded examples have sold for over $500 at auctions. Rare high-end coins graded MS67 plus, or those with certain mint errors, have even crossed the $1,000 mark, making them highly sought after by collectors. Error coins are another category. Collectors must pay attention to popular errors for the 1978 quarter include off-center strikes, clipped plankets struck through, grease errors, double dies, broad strikes, and die cracks. Depending on the type and severity of the error, values can range from $20 to several $100, with dramatic errors selling for even more. A 1978 quarter with a 40% to 60% off-center strike, for example, can easily fetch $150 or more, especially if the date remains visible. Grading plays a huge role in determining value, especially for modern clad quarters like the 1978 issue. Collectors seek strong luster, sharp details, clean surfaces, and minimal bag marks. Coins graded by PCGS, NGC, or ANACS generally command higher prices. When examining your coin, check for details in Washington's hair, the sharpness of the eagle's wings, and the absence of scratches or nicks. Coins stored in mint sets or found in old collections are usually the best candidates for high-grade submissions. In addition to its collectible value, the 1978 quarter holds historical significance. Minted during an important period in U.S. coinage history, it belongs to the final decades before the state quarters program revolutionized quarter collecting. In 1999, many collectors enjoy assembling entire sets of Washington quarters from 1932 to 1998, and the 1978 issue is an essential part of those albums. Although common, it still represents a link to American history and a turning point in the evolution of U.S. coin designs. Before we continue, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss videos about coin values, rare errors, and hidden treasures worth big money. Every week we post new content about modern and vintage coins, coin roll hunting, valuable errors, and price updates from auction houses. By subscribing, you support the channel and help us bring you more long, detailed, educational videos just like this one. To wrap up, the 1978 US $quarter coin may seem ordinary, but under the right conditions, it becomes a valuable collectible, especially high-grade mint state examples, rare errors, and sharply struck coins with over 800 million pieces produced. Finding one isn't difficult, but finding one worth serious money definitely takes patience, research, and careful examination. So next time you come across a 1978 quarter in your pocket or coin roll hunt, take a closer look. It might be worth far more than 25 cents. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more long, detailed videos about rare and valuable coins. Next up, today we dive deep into the fascinating world of modern US coinage, focusing on the 1996 $quarter coin from the United States of America. This Denver minted quarter is part of the Washington quarter series that ran from 1932 to 1998 before the state quarters program began. Although the 1996 quarter is considered a modern circulation coin, it holds surprising value in higher grades and can be worth more than face value due to its condition, strike quality, and certain rare mint errors. So stay tuned as we break down everything you need to know about this 1996 quarter in full detail. The 1996 quarter was produced at the Denver Mint, identified by the small d mint mark on the obverse just right of George Washington's ponytail. In 1996, the Denver facility struck millions of coins, but only a small percentage survived in pristine condition. Collectors today look for sharply struck examples, flawless fields, and quarters with no contact marks or discoloration. These factors significantly increase the coin's collector value, even though the mintage is high. The top grade surviving coins are genuinely scarce. In terms of value, a circulated 1996 quarter usually trades for 25 cents to $1 depending on its wear. However, if you find one in extremely high mint state condition, especially MS66, MS67, or better, the value can increase dramatically. Some of the highest graded examples have been sold by collectors for $50 to over $200, and extremely rare high-end slabbed pieces can even reach into higher brackets during auctions. The value grows because modern coins rarely survive without scratches or bag marks, making pristine versions genuinely desirable. Now let's talk about errors, the features that make certain 1996 quarters extremely valuable. Collectors search for double die, obverse errors, reverse die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped blankets, and broad struck examples. Some of these rare mint errors can bring $100 to $500 or more depending on severity, clarity, and demand. A dramatic off-center error or a major die break can turn an ordinary 1996 quarter into a premium collectible. Interestingly, the 1996 quarter is part of the final generation before the United States Mint launched the special 50 state quarters program in 1999. This makes the 1996 series historically significant, especially for collectors who enjoy building complete sets of Washington quarters from 1932 to 1998. Many numismatists treat 1996 quarters in top grade as the last modern sleepers before an entirely new era of commemorative quarter designs reshaped American coin collecting forever. Let's go over the specifications of the coin so you understand exactly what you're holding. The 1996 quarter has a composition of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, with a weight of 5.67 grams and a diameter of 24.26 2000. The obverse features George Washington, while the reverse displays the iconic eagle with outstretched wings. These physical characteristics remained consistent from 1965 until the beginning of the state quarter program. You may wonder why some modern quarters become valuable while most stay at face value. The answer lies in grading, rarity, and higher condition and collector demand. Even though millions of coins were minted, survival in perfect or nearly perfect condition is extremely low. People use these coins daily, and finding one with clean surfaces, strong luster, no rim damage, and zero scratches is extremely Tough, that's what gives certain 1,996D quarters their collector premium. Before we move forward, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button and turn on notifications so you never miss detailed videos about rare coins, modern mint errors, and valuable treasures you may already have in your pocket change. Your support helps us bring you long, high-quality numismatic content that keeps collectors informed and ahead of the market. Now let's highlight 40 mint details. These include production quality traits: die, polishing, line strike, sharpness, rim thickness, metal flow, lines, plan check, quality mint, pressure marks, die wear stages, the position of mint marks, rim to rim contact points, reverse feather details, obverse cheek, clarity, date, thickness variations, and many more physical indicators used by graders to determine a quarter's overall condition. These small details influence whether the coin is worth a few cents or a few $100s at auction. To conclude, the 1996D quarter dollar may look like an ordinary modern coin, but under the right conditions it becomes a surprisingly valuable collectible. Always check for sharp strikes, flawless surfaces, and rare mint errors. Whether you are a beginner or an expert, this coin is an important part of any Washington quarter collection. Keep searching your pocket change, keep learning, and who knows, you might discover a gem hiding in your coin jar. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more long and valuable coin collecting videos.